Why do we have so many millions of our people who are unemployable? The reason they are unemployable is because they don't have the skills that the modern economy and the modern society needs. Let's attend to this matter. We're not going to be able to solve the problem of unemployment unless you attend to that matter. Why are we continuing to boast as though it's a great achievement? We've got so many people on social welfare. It's not an achievement, it's a failure. There is no way we as South Africans are going to stop Africans coming to South Africa. No way. I don't care how many electrical fences you build. It's going to happen. So the challenge we face as South Africans is to how do we deal with that? You can't keep these fellow Africans out of South Africa, and you can't define our relationship with South Africa versus the other Africans as enemies. These are our enemies who've come to our country to take our jobs and all of that. They will come. I'm saying I don't care how many electrical fences you build. With the challenge we face, what is it that we do in order to respond to that problem? You know, there was this issue was discussed in KZN, and the commission was formed under Judge Navi Pillay a few years back, and this matter was raised. There are so many people from the rest of the continent who are in KZN, and they are here, and you can't drive them away. How do we handle this issue? And the Navi Pillay Commission said, in order to deal with this real challenge, the other Africans will come. It doesn't matter what to do. You can chase them away today they are back tomorrow. So it's an issue must be, and she's made a suggestion, the commission. This is how we should do it, to integrate properly, to do this, negotiate with the neighboring countries, all of that. That's the correct way to come at it. You can't come at it via the Tutula way. The Tutula way is not going to work. In addition to which, when I talk about the change in 2007, change of political leadership, this matter, chase away these other Africans, is part of the agenda of the counter-revolution. Because they wanted to destroy the Africa policy of the ANC. Two things we say about this. People maybe don't understand this. The commitment of the African continent to the liberation of South Africa is very strong. I'm talking about the commitment of the ordinary people, not governments and parties, the ordinary people. And there's a particular sentiment towards South Africa from the continent. A sense of ownership, of belonging. And you can't change it. It's right through the continent. South Africa belongs to all of us. It's our thing. And of course, it's more developed.
Former South African president has exposed South Africa. He's saying South Africans as xenophobic. I didn't say that with my mouth. It was your former president, Tebo, that said that. I have some clips of when he was talking about different reasons why South Africans hate foreigners. Let's watch these clips together, and after we finish watching this clip, we can come back and talk about what we think about the video, and credit goes to the original owners of this video. And remember, this video is just for educational and informative purposes and creation of awareness on social media, so please don't take it personal. Let's watch this video and then we'll come back and talk about it.
It's wrong. Crime is crime. Let's deal with it as crime. When it is a white person in South Africa, undocumented, he's called an investor. Not only a white person, including Indians and Chinese. These Guptas didn't have proper papers here. These Guptas didn't have proper papers. No one dared called them Kwerekweres. No one. But if it was my African brothers, we're going to be called Kwerekweres because they don't have papers. Self-hate. It must come to an end. If it means making the EFF lose votes for that, let it lose votes. Lose votes on principle. not on political expediency of wanting to appeal. This country belongs to Africans in the same way Nigeria belongs to South Africans. Nigeria is South Africa, South Africa is Nigeria. We are Zimbabweans. We need to do away with this nonsensical idea that was imposed on us by colonizers, by Theresa May ancestors, that we must dislike each other. We must do away with that. Theresa May is coming here to make sure that we continue to hate each other. Look at what we are doing now. We are reclaiming our land in South Africa, saying our people must get the land, inspired by our brothers in Zimbabwe. Namibia is following. Let the whole of African continent follow and reclaim our land. That's how we are going to gain our independence. And through the ownership of the continental land, we shall then have a true one South Africa. We are unable to unite because we are divided along colonial lines, Francophones and Anglophones. We need to do away with that. We need to love our African brothers in America when they are being slaughtered, in London when they are being slaughtered. They need to know that we love them here in South Africa. They remain our brothers. Love each other everywhere else where you find one another. Protect each other, Africans, because we are in the receiving end.
Look, I think what's important here is for all of us to stop being hypocrites, number one. Both sides of the coin. Being xenophobic is immoral, it's not criminal.
Yeah.
Being undocumented is criminal, it's not immoral. But you are here protecting the undocumented people, which is criminal. And we are putting the spotlight on those who seem xenophobic, which is hypocritical. So if we're going to solve issues, let's just face the issues for what they are. It would be nice in this room to have the very foreigners, whether legal or illegal, standing up and taking responsibility. I'm yet to see foreigners that are documented helping us fight against the foreigners that are not documented. Because we're dealing with crime here.
What do you say to that? I think the first thing is he's getting it wrong. When we say xenophobia, it is a criminal offense. He must go and read the National Action Plan and the bill. Is that a law? Is that a law? It's just a plan. Yes, I mean,
now I'm here. Okay, here example. Let's say I'm xenophobic. I'm owning up to it. The commissioner's here. Can you arrest me, commissioner? It's immoral. It's not criminal. It's not criminal. It's not criminal. Don't lie to us.
No. It is
the same energy you are putting in fighting South African issues.
No, when you speak,
it's the same energy you must put in Zimbabwe.
Chandler, when you speak, when you lead people, when you incite people to kill other people, hate speech is a crime. Yes. Come in there. Yeah, hating.
The problem as human beings.
Human Rights Commission or former, you are being convenient. It's being xenophobic.
The problem here.
Yes, I can't have two mics. Hold on, I can't have two mics at the same time. Nicolene, wait. Yeah. Hold on, Ike, hold.
Yeah.
Let's finish.
Okay, I'm finishing. Let me finish the point. Let me finish.
That's a crime.
Being xenophobic is immoral. It's not criminal. You used to hate. But you see, this is why the country is upside down. Look, he doesn't have the mic speaking. So what must happen now? Must you hijack the show?
No.
Is this now a South African parliament?
Let him finish. Let him finish. You finish in time.
Yeah, thank you. Respect the man. This is his show. So you used to head Human Rights Commission. You used to hate Human Rights Commission. When a South African, that's a sellout. Wait.
I'm not a sellout.
You used to hate Human Rights Commission. You used to hate Human Rights Commission.
Hold on.
Must I deal with her or you deal with her? Must I deal with her or you deal with her?
No, finish the point. Finish the point quickly. Can you allow him to finish the point? Sorry. Can you just allow him to finish the point?
Don't raise your voice. Raise your point of argument. It's not EFF house this one. Now here's what I'm saying to you.
This is where the problem is.
You used to
Let us.
no,
Okay, hold on. Just a quick point.
Yeah, because I'm not going to allow anyone to speak if this is the nature of how they raise arguments.
No, make your point.
I'm not you, definitely. That's why.
So you can't stop us from talking.
Again, do you want me to show you? The show can stop.
Guys, the show. Hold on, Tansa. Hold on.
it's not intimidation when he says in English, who are you?
We talk rule of
Who
law.
are you? Who are you?
People that stand up to talk uphold the rule of law. We can't have intimidation.
I need to say my point is no, I am repeating because they're playing into your head. No, I must say a point and sit down. I haven't said my point. To allow these Zimbabweans and the former whatever it is to be under the pocket of Zimbabweans to stop me from talking.
You are talking too long to talk.
But I'm not. I'm respecting the show. They are talking while I'm trying to talk.
Make your point quickly.
Yeah, my point is, he used to hate Human Rights Commission. In Soweto, people die every day called South Africans. Human Rights Commission, we've much to you, the young people of Soweto. Part of what we request is that you bring an office in Soweto so that you can protect the South Africans that are in Soweto. Unless the definition for human rights is that it's human rights that are not from South Africa. Because the South African human rights, then you don't respond to us when you don't have electricity. Electricity is a basic human right. But when you lack electricity, 8 years without electricity in Soweto in some communities, where's human rights statement around the point? Stop being a hypocrite. If you want to take the country forward, let's unite for real and not pretend here.
Thank you very much.
Here you have it, guys, from the offspring's mouth, directly from your former president. He said South Africans are lazy. Some of them are lazy. That's the reason why companies in South Africa prefers to bring in expatriates, to bring in foreigners to come and do your jobs. He said that foreigners are not the cause of South Africans' problem, but that is what they have been brainwashed as. That if you are not lazy or you don't have the right skill, nobody is definitely going to employ you. And I think it's everywhere in Africa too. And whether the world calls you guys xenophobic or not, you guys should ask yourself, is it really true? Because now it's now looking like you guys are chasing foreigners because you are jealous of them. You say they are taking your jobs. I don't want to say it, but I think if you are good at your job, nobody will take your job. That's all I think. And also, my Africans are one. Tishobo was saying, you chasing out Africans from your country is not going to solve the insecurity problem, the job issues, the economy issues, the housing issues. That is not going to solve your problem. That you guys have to solve your problem internally before bringing in Africans, other Africans country. And that you guys call, I think it was Malema that said, you guys, once it is you guys don't chase out white foreigners because you call them investors, but your fellow Africans, you call them illegal migrants. So you guys should sit down and think about it. It's really, really, really painful. I see you guys on my next video.